on what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This one finds Austin out right.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. He's got room to roam.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now Pickett looking to change things up. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Texans nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
70. Mustang 19.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second down at 6. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
And Walker once more.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
60 Eagles. Panther 60.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw, Pickett.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Pickett changing the play. In motion right goes Johnson. Harris running straight ahead. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
18, pioneer.
A play fake. Now Cunningham.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay, break.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Now Cunningham. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How is this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cunningham. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
12 more yards. That's another Texans first down.
Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Walker is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Cunningham.
At the 4-yard line.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He'll let it fly for Austin. It got his man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaylen Warren as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Steelers 28, Texans nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the jump. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
A final shot before break. Cunningham looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So we've come to
Final
halftime after a
being
very
made for the
one-sided beginning
Whether
to this
they'll
one.
amount to much
As
in a
we
game
send you on
that's
over
already
to
pretty well
Orlando
decided,
for Jonathan
well, that's another
Coachman
question.
at our EA Sports
Nevertheless,
halftime
let's get you back
report.
out
Take it
to
away,
Brandon
Coach.
and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Alex Highsmith
Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To throw from his end zone, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
19 tight, 19 tight. Street, street.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Texans nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this?
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
In motion right is Davis.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And bringing it in, it's Davis. 23 yards, the final tally. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Cunningham to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a give right side. It's Warren. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one finds Austin outright.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And Pickett going to move his guys around.
On the give, this is Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
In motion right is Robinson. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Here's a diving catch right side. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Let's go now. Hurry.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Check.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 1st down, McFarland. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Warren puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Cunningham looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late.
but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point.
Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
Run it back. Yeah.